So in this video I will teach you how you can do channeling. So right now, sit down, calm and peacefully, and just relax. And you can close your eyes. Try to make a space within you that feels like emptiness. Try to make a space with breathing inside and outside that gives you emptiness. You feel emptiness inside of you. You feel empty space inside of you. You can sense it as a color of black, color of light, color of no color, colorless. You feel that there is a space within you, or you are entering a space where there is nothing. The reason why I want to teach channeling is because the other humans, the other you, the other parts of the world can start to receive and perceive new information, a new path, a new direction, which is of course your choice to go to it or not go to it, in direction of that you can have and receive new ideas about technology, new ideas about how it will be better to live, and also a new understanding that Earth and everything around you is live. It's true life, it's true expressions of God and so on. So when you learn the channeling, don't forget to pass it forward. Find this space within you. Visualize a light. Now work with your feelings. Don't speak to your mind. Don't use your mind. Don't think like, I have to visualize now some kind of a light. Visualizing, nothing happens. Visualizing, no. Just open up, feel, and let go. Now, when it is light, or if it's light that you see, it can be anything. Try to put a marker on it, a picture, or image, to whom you want to communicate with. Now, the picture has to be in your mind already there. It doesn't have to be found or imagined. To whom you want to communicate, to whom you want to come forward, to whom that wants to come up to you. Now, just let go. Don't think anything. Don't try to ask anything. Just flow with any image that is coming to you. For example, you want to communicate with somebody that can give me a greater understanding, somebody that can help me to go forward in my life, somebody that can answer on my question, what should I do? Or what would be better if I do this or do that? Are there other civilizations on the world? Are there UFOs? What should I do to start channeling even better? What should I do to for example, to help other people in a sense? And then, while you're putting out these questions, don't try to think that you have to hear something, see something. The answer can come in any way, in any direction, where it's most common to you. When that happens, when you feel the presence of the answer, or you feel the thoughts are thinking something really not how they used to think before, just let go of the thoughts. Just let them flow. Let the thoughts be your answers. Now, when you start to feel something, if you feel something, always end up with thank you for this communication. Although the communication can happen a bit later also, maybe when you are asleep, maybe after a few days, maybe when you're walking down the street, always say thank you with love. And if you receive some answers, don't overburst it at the first time. If you feel that you have opened up a little bit, now close it up back, close it down back again. Like you open, now you close. And find if you perceive something, find time now to think it over again, or to enter the thought states a little bit deeper again, the question states a little bit deeper again. Find a time somewhere later, maybe after an hour, after a half hour, and again do this, like I said now. And when you find the connection, okay, something happened, oh, it was really interesting, what was it? When you feel ready, ask some of your friends, somebody that sits next to you. You enter this state again and make the friend ask you questions. But before you do that, write those questions down, because you can forget them really quickly. Because if something happens, also the friend will forget the questions. Write them down. And then when that happens, uh, you will receive information. It doesn't matter what information you receive, just start to speak, start to explain, start to tell, okay, I'm receiving this and this, start to explain. Now, the video here is done. Now the after part, which is the preparation. Never, 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 never do it more. Never do it for excitement, never do it for joy. I mean, you can do it for excitement, for joy, but if you feel that you should not do it today, don't do it. Because the feelings are telling you don't do it today. Because it's really energy overbursting. Oh, for example, some do it from the birth, and they have not aware that it is channeling. They are ready to do it maybe day to day, after day. If you are first in this, find time. Find time. Don't hurry. Don't put up. Find a balance. Find space. And find give pauses to it also. Now, a very common question is if something bad happens and so on. Well, how was that in English? If something bad happens to you, that means that something bad is within you. And if something bad is within you when you are channeling, it gets accelerated. And because it's accelerated, you will become more and more aware of it. And when you are more and more aware of it, you have to let it go. You have to let it go. You find that this doesn't serve you anymore. This doesn't help you anymore. Also, those are doubts. Those are fears. Those are doubts. Those are disbeliefs. Those are all kinds of strange thoughts. They could be also a thought that I don't think I need to channel, or I don't think I have to. Because in a sense, if you sense it correctly, these can also be doubts. So, the most important is don't overburst it. Another most important is you have to be ready for it. If you age from 20 to 30, I think it's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. You go through transformations and so on. If you age from 30 and above, it can really be bursting, but it depends really on each and every individuality different. So hope that helps. Write down on this video comments what you experienced, what you went through, so that I can answer you and I can maybe give you a little bit guidance. Because I went through, also when I was channeling, I went through many things and there are many doubts, there are many fears, and so on and so on. There are many things that happen within which I did not mention in this video. But you write down what happened with you, and then tell me. Another thing is about channeling is that don't do it too much, because when you exit the channeling state, you become a little like the entity. You become, your personality is little like the entity that you were channeling. And then you do it again, and you're a little more like the entity. But the problem happens is that you start to lose the grasp of what was, who are you. And this doesn't mean that the entity is taking over. This means only that the energies within you has to be, you know, balanced out. You have to give it a pause. It's okay if you give a pause for a month, pause for a week, pause for a year is also okay. That doesn't matter. The energy will not go anywhere, will not fade anywhere. It really is whether you really need to, whether you really have to. Because many times doing the channeling, like for example Bashar does, Daryl does, many others, maybe myself also, is that it's meant for other people. It's not meant for me, it's meant for other people. So maybe you don't have to serve other people. Maybe you have to find it for yourself. For yourself, for example, make your life more creative, make your life more joyful, playful, exciting. You don't have to do the vocal channeling then. You just have to, you know, I'm interested in my previous incarnations. I'm interested in my, what should I do better? I'm now writing something. I want to write something beautiful. Can you please help me? Okay. And palm ideas come, ideas come, ideas come. Whoa, it's a really good idea. And how is in your afterlife world? How does it look like? What happens when human, you know, dies? And then ideas come. You just write them down. You know, this is also channeling, and you will find it in more dense, more powerful, and more quality like of a way for your personality, and it can really serve you and do benefits to you. And yeah, so I hope this helped you. Write down everything that you went through, and good luck. Write me if you need some assistance.